Hey there, how are you today? My name is Dana Damara, and I am here to give you a little bit of information about the 300-hour advanced yoga teacher training coming up in January of 2021. A couple things about the advanced teacher training program. People ask, what's the difference between the 200 and the 300-hour? In order to take a 300-hour advanced teacher training, you've got to be 200 hours certified first. So the 200-hour comes first, and then the 300-hour combined with the 200-hour gives you your 500-hour training, okay? And this is all stipulations according to Yoga Alliance, so if you are not concerned with that, you can take whatever classes you want. I work within the guidelines of Yoga Alliance. I have for 15, 16, maybe 18 years now, and it works for me. So this is kind of how we roll. Now, as you're very well aware, things have changed a little bit this year. Everything used to be in person, and now everything is online. And you know, I had a little bit of a resistance at the beginning of this year, even agreeing to that. I said, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait. And what I have come to recognize after leading several trainings online is that there's no point in waiting. This is the time to really begin our practice from a higher level of understanding, first of all, what we love about this practice, how we can share what we love, and really dropping into those paths of interest that spark our soul. And the other thing I found in leading these trainings online is that, you know, sometimes we think, well, for me anyways, I thought, how can people possibly connect online? It makes no sense. You know, I'm one of those like eye to eye people. I have to see you, I have to touch you, and I have to be in the room with you. And sometimes that's not possible. And I have found deep, deep connection online with some of these students that have trusted this process along with me and taken the trainings and moved in this very challenging year that we've had. And it's been phenomenal. So I am offering the 300-hour again, and I'm doing it a little bit differently. Now, first thing I want to say too is that before I get into it, is that all of these trainings can be taken separately. So if you're like, I don't want to do a 300-hour, I just want to take these trainings because I'm interested in this stuff, then please do it. Go at your own pace, take one at a time, absolutely perfect. The idea of having an advanced teacher training is to bring all of us together at one point, and then as we move through the process, we're supporting you at least for the first year of your training while you move through your curriculum. And once you get in, you can go at your own pace, and you can take up to 3 years to finish the training program. But again, you can take it piece by piece, okay? So I'm just going to put on my glasses so I can read what I wrote here for you, and I can see a little bit better. So the first things first is that I used to do a rolling start so people could start anytime they wanted. And that's true if you take this at your own pace and you take any courses that you want as they're offered, completely fine. You can do it that way. I am also offering now, because I'm valuing the idea of community so much more since we're not able to meet in person, I'm offering a hard start date of January 24th. I'm going to make sure that's January 24th. Yes, January 24th. And we start with a meeting of all the master teachers that will be involved in the training program. There's 4 of us. And we'll start with a meeting with everyone. Now I've divided it into paths, and you can look at this on the website, but there's an anatomy path, there's a yin path, yin/restorative path, and then there is a spiritual path. So depending upon kind of your interest, we've divided out mandatory curriculum for those 3 separate paths, and then elective hours for yourself. So it's sort of like a college course. But throughout, for the whole first year, we're offering a monthly mentorship meeting. So let's say you take the yin path and your friend takes the spiritual path and your other friend takes the anatomy path, okay? We all come together like an orientation night, and we all sit in circle online, and we're like, oh my gosh, we're so excited. Okay, how can I support you and you and you? And oh my gosh, I to all these people from different states and different places in the world, that now I have this huge tribe of people, this huge community, this Sangha of people that I can turn to, regardless of what practices that they're focused on, right? So we all meet, and it's me and the other teachers and all of you. Then you go about your merry way and you take the mandatory courses and the electives that work for you. So you may or may not see that other person in any courses, right? But once a month, we come back in mentorship. Once a month, we come back in Sangha and we say, hey, how are you? How's it going for you? What's going on with you? You know? And so every month for 1 year, me and the other teachers have committed to meeting with you to support you in this process. Okay? Because what I'm finding is when we're online, people will sign up for things and then they don't finish. Something comes up. And so my job is to be the space holder and hold space for you and make sure that when you fall off, someone's there to get you and say, hey, how's it going? How can I support you? What's going on? There'll be buddies assigned, or you can pick a pal, you know, whatever you want to call it, where you have somebody that you can be held accountable with and to. Okay. And so the process is really quite simple. There'll be a training mapped out all year, flat rate, early bird. You get it's like a 25% discount, maybe 20% discount if you paid for everything up front, as opposed to just picking and choosing the courses. So that's kind of an incentive there. And you just pay for it and you have 3 years to finish it. So some people go gung-ho and they're like, I'm going to take all these trainings, I'm going to finish in, you know, 1.5 years, 2 years. Some people take 3, 4 years to finish, and it's absolutely fine. So again, it's the 300-hour. The training starts on January 24th. If you need to create a payment plan, absolutely, we can do that. Just know that that payment plan is based on the full price and not the discounted rate, just so you know. But we can absolutely set up a payment plan for you, and no one is ever turned away for lack of funds. So please, you just have to ask. You just have to ask. We're all here to support each other, and I'm so grateful that I have tools, and I've acquired more tools this year to support you. So please feel free to reach out and ask me anything. And again, it starts on January 24th, and I would love to see you. And again, any questions, feel free to reach out. Okay. I honor you on this path, and I'm so grateful that you took the time to listen. In the meantime, have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Namaste.